Welcome back, Advice Pod. My name is Kyle. This is Rachel. And this is Sam drinking Jameson. And we're going to talk about television today. And this one is a r/ask Reddit. What is your comfort show? I think about television a lot. I won't say 24/7. That's an exaggeration, obviously, but television is definitely probably my favorite medium. Probably number one to podcasts, and then podcasts is like a close second runner up. But I know what my comfort shows are. What sort of comfort shows do you guys have? Sam, you are the guest. What are your comfort shows?
Okay.
Do you need more time to think about it?
Absolutely not. First and foremost, Weirdest Kids You Know.
Shout out to Sam Brown, our sketch teacher. That's how me and Sam originally met. Sam Brown.
Don't shout him out. Don't
shout him out. If he comes on the show later this season, though, we'll have to talk to him regularly.
You won't have to shout him out.
But he's been a part of some of the greatest sketch comedy bits of all time.
Okay, so other things that I like. I've been a sad person lately and just watching Buffy all the time.
Which season?
Every season.
Oh, are you doing like a rewatch right now?
I've done 2 rewatches.
In your whole life or like in the last year?
In the last 6 months.
Damn, dog, that's commitment. I haven't done a Buffy rewatch in probably close to 10 years, but Buffy is a show that I still think about literally every single day.
Yeah.
Where are you right now in your second rewatch? Have you already reached the end of it a second time, or?
I reached the end of it, and now I'm debating if I need to watch Angel again.
I've never watched Angel. Not all of it, anyway.
What?
Nah, listen, I get that response all the time when I tell people I never watched Angel. Angel fucking sucks. It's not a good show. It's not well made.
John, what? Like, have you watched Angel or Buffy? Like, you're like, oh, no.
I don't really like magic shows.
Yeah, Rayshawn's 26 and doesn't like magic. He's all set with this nonsense. Angel,
I like magic and anime, just
not a great television show. Rayshawn, what's your comfort show?
I mean, I feel like if you watch this podcast a lot, what I'm going to say is not that hard.
It's going to be an anime or
You're
King
like,
of the Hill.
This is
Bob's
my
Burgers.
comfort show. It's this podcast.
Those are options. I mean, comfort shows. I mean, I like to watch a lot of funny shows such as like Bob's Burgers, King of the Hill, Martin. Everybody Hates Chris. Like shows like that. It's also another one I can't think that just came out.
It's like BoJack Horseman.
I've never watched BoJack Horseman. I feel like I should watch it because I absolutely love Will Arnett. Excuse me. Absolutely love him, and I see clips of it on my social media all the time, and it seems like a real existential crisis, which I am consistently having.
Totally is.
So I don't know if I need to watch a cartoon of the same kind of experiences I'm already having in my own mind internally, naturally.
I think you should. It's great. I'm here as a friend for you guys. If you want to talk to people while you watch it, but it's so good.
I don't want to talk to anybody.
Well, that's so BoJack Horseman of you.
Yeah, I know who I am, and I'm not proud of it, but I will wear it proudly because what else am I going to do? Try to hide it? Ray, comfort show.
Sorry, Rayshawn.
3, 2, 1, go.
Yeah, but my comfort show will have to be Dragon Ball Z. I pretty much watch that show whenever I'm bored or don't
What's
have
that show about?
To watch. Oh, Dragon Ball? You want to know what the show is about that your other podcast is named after?
I hear it. I hear about it sometimes, and I'm like, I gotta check that out one of these days. What's Dragon Ball all about?
It's kind of similar to the story of like Superman. If you know anything about Superman, you know, so basically a baby gets sent from another planet, you know, super strong, everything, and basically goes on his own adventures. But it's the Japanese version of Superman.
Oh shit! So he speaks Japanese and he has a blue suit and a red cape?
It's orange and blue.
Oh, that guy with the hair.
Man, that never changes.
I always wondered about that. What's up with the Japanese anime crazy character hair? Like, why do they do that?
I don't know. That is crazy. You know what's more crazy to me is that you wear a hat that says capsule. And if a lot of people would take the time to just Google where that comes from,
Wait,
you will be surprised.
you trying to imply some shit about me? What do you mean?
I don't know, man. It might be another. It might be another type of opiate type of thing. Capsule. Is that what you're promoting?
Dark
Opiate
joke.
abuse.
I help people with substance abuse issues, Rachel. That's fucked up. Listen,
Oh,
Katsuru Corporation is how you say it in Japanese, and obviously it is the fucking predominant corporation in Dragon Ball. Dragon Ball obviously is my favorite thing on goddamn earth. If you're watching the video on YouTube right now, this is all Dragon Ball stuff because I have a problem. This whole shelf, Dragon Ball. This whole shelf, Dragon Ball. This whole shelf, autographed Dragon Ball stuff, autographed Dragon Ball. I have a problem. I understand. Listen, Dragon Ball, however, ironically, not my comfort show because it's not comforting. I dive into that shit. I feel the same way about Buffy as well. Sometimes there are certain television shows that while I'm watching them, I'm way too engaged to I feel comforted in the sense that I'm enjoying the content and what the shows are for sure. But when I think of comfort show, it's I want to get comfortable. I want to get ready to go to sleep. I want to take a nap or whatever. Dragon Ball, Buffy, while they're two of my favorite properties on God's green fucking earth, I have a Dragon Ball podcast. I almost launched a fucking Buffy podcast with Spike. I don't
Wait, what?
Yeah, me and Spike, I pitched a fucking podcast.
James Marsters.
Yeah. I have his manager's phone number. Do you want to call him right now? Yeah, I like the cheekbone thing that you just did. He broke my heart. I worked so hard on that pitch, and I had the whole thing laid out for a 25th anniversary Buffy special to do a rewatch with him. And I tried to pitch him on trying to get Drusilla, but even if we couldn't get Drusilla, just him as the host would have been awesome. Artie, who I talked about earlier in the week, he does the art. He does the art. He did a bunch of cool Spike art for me. We were going for a Spike I Love Lucy kind of theme with the cartoons for a rewatch podcast. It was super cool. My point is, those are my two favorite things in the goddamn world. They are not my comfort shows. My comfort shows, I think, and it is actually the first comment, probably top voted comment on this thread, Parks and Rec. I can check into pretty much any season of Parks and Rec, save for the first two seasons with Mark Brandanowitz. I get it. I know. Save for the first two seasons with Mark Brandanowitz and the last the last season where they do the flash forward shit, because I feel like I have to pay attention to those. Seasons 3 through 6, let's just call that the sweet spot. I can put any of those episodes on, relax, enjoy it, and just fall asleep. Same thing with The Office seasons, I don't know, 2 through whenever the fuck Jim and Pam get married. All right, once they get to that wedding episode, I'm out. Even though season 7's great with Holly and Michael reuniting before he eventually departs the show, there's a sweet spot in that run of those seasons where I'm I can just put those on and chill and relax and feel okay. So I think those are my two main ones, The Office and Parks and Rec between those runs of seasons. But Dragon Ball is my favorite thing on God's green earth. And if anyone tells you otherwise, they are lying. Buffy, though, huh? Wow, Sam, Buffy. I didn't expect that out of you.
Make sure you guys
That's right, Rayshawn. We should have done it in the first 2 minutes of the video, but we'll do it at the 8th minute of the video, wherever the hell it is.
And every generation a Slayer is born.
Well, let me ask you, Sam. This is a thing. I've thought of starting a Buffy podcast a couple of different ways. One with James Marsters, also just a general rewatch of me and a couple of my friends.
Hell yeah.
Here's the thing, though. I'm a straight white man in the fucking space. That space is occupied by gay people and people of color. And they have a million different great rewatch podcasts. If you're not familiar with Slayerfest 98, go listen to Slayerfest 98. If you're not familiar with the Watchers podcast, they have so many good rewatch podcasts already. So for me to try to elbow my way in the door and be it's just me as this regular white guy to give my opinions on Buffy, it makes no sense. But I do ask this to any Buffy fan. What's the best season of Buffy in your opinion?
Okay. Hold on.
There are like
First of
3
all,
acceptable answers out of the 7 seasons that I can like rationalize. So, what are your thoughts?
okay. My favorite season is when the big bad is Warren and those guys.
What you just said out loud in public on a recorded podcast that I'm going to publish to YouTube and also multiple other audio platforms is that season 6 of Buffy is your favorite season.
Yeah.
Are you sure you want me to not edit that out?
No.
I'm
It's not allowed to have an opinion.
positive.
That is the worst season of Buffy, hands down.
Who
That's like the
the hell?
wrongest answer you could have picked. Why is that one your favorite season?
I like it.
It is. It does feel a little bit more down to earth. Like it's less supernatural and more like super villain.
I love how like nerdy and incelly. They're so incelly and
I mean, before Warren was the main big bad of season 6, his arc before that in season 5 was literally making sex robots. You can't get
I
any more
know.
incel coded than that bullshit.
I know.
Hilarious.
But then when he shoots, sorry, spoiler alert.
When he shoots
When-
Tara.
And
Yeah.
like Willow goes all crazy.
Yeah.
Also, Rishon, have you seen Buffy?
I've never seen it. I've watched Sabrina.
Sabrina the Teenage Witch?
Yeah,
The new one or the old one?
the old one.
Not the new one?
I think it was like a TV show.
They made a updated, like a rebooted TV show on Netflix a couple years ago, I think.
Oh no, I've never seen that. I've seen the one with the old Melissa McCarthy or something.
Season 6 of Buffy, I'm like blown away by the decision. I don't mean to cut you off, right? But Sabrina versus Buffy would probably cut Sabrina's head off and then use it as a kickball, you know? There's 3 acceptable answers in rank, like in terms of order of importance, okay? The best season of Buffy, hands down, is season 5, okay? Season 5 with Glorificus and Dawn becoming the key and all that shit, and Buffy sacrificing herself at the end of season 5. Spike getting the fucking chip in his head and like trying to come to terms with being like not a bad guy anymore.
I hate the initiative.
That's season 4. That's why we don't like season 4. Season 4 is honestly the second to worst season after season 1. Season 1, while it does set the foundation and it is very important, is not a very well done season. And if you go back and rewatch it, it's dated as fuck, bro. Season 2, while still dated, it still has very interesting themes and stories throughout, with Angelus and her banging and her losing her fucking, her V card, but him losing his soul, and the whole idea of having to kill your own lover. Season 3, graduating
Wait,
high school
hold
and
on.
having a
There's so many. Okay, yeah, no, go ahead. But I have so many like tangents to go off on. But continue.
Okay, season 3 is a great season because it has Faith, it has the mayor, it has the Ascension, it has the end of
It has
Sunnydale.
faith.
The character Faith, and also Faith from like a, storytelling perspective. Season 3, I think, is the second most acceptable answer for best season of Buffy. Season 4, The Initiative, Adam, Maggie Walsh, all that underground shit. We don't like that, except there is a very cool episode where Oz comes back and then fucks around with that other werewolf, Veruca, and that like really pulled on my heartstrings. Season 5, as I already stated, best season of Buffy. Season 6, absolute worst. Bitch gets a job at the Double Meat Palace. I don't want to see Buffy working a minimum wage job just because her mom died unexpectedly and she has to make the fucking bills paid. You know what I mean? Like, it's just, I understand why it's important and that you have to explore it a little bit, but they do a tough job going through some of those emotions. Season 7, though, the ultimate Buffy swan song, and I use this word swan specifically because in season 5, when the show originally was supposed to quote unquote end, she literally does a swan dive into a portal of magic and dies. Season 7, great fucking swan song. They do a lot of good things. The death of Spike at the end, even though it's immediately retconned in the following season of Angel, is one of the most beautiful things in the world. Her giving her powers to all the other potential Slayers. Season 3 is the third most acceptable answer for the greatest season of Buffy. If you didn't pick seasons 3, 5, or 7, I don't mean to be rude, but you're objectively wrong. Although season 6 does have the musical, which I know all the words to and could perform for you right now. I have a guitar and the music book right behind me. Wait, do you play an instrument, Sam?
Only the Buffy musical episode.
All right, cool. I'll get my guitar. You can sing the girl parts. I'll sing the male parts.
I would play drums.
Nope. We're just going to have you sing. So let us know what your comfort show is down in the comments below. Make sure that you like the video if you haven't already. This is a different format for us this year, but hopefully people are enjoying it. And I am definitely enjoying having different friends cycle in for third mic. So thank you, Sam. I appreciate you taking the time to do that with us this week. And it's been
I really appreciate it, Sam. It was amazing having you on.
Yeah, man. You got anything that you want to plug or anything? You got any social media or projects that you're working on? It's okay if you aren't. I don't do shit. Nothing seems to penetrate my heart.
Rayshawn, how are you? Like, are you...
Oh, Rayshawn's so over my bullshit today. Rayshawn's like, we're definitely not double booking next week. We're only doing one. But let me...
man.
It's funny because I just definitely read your mind. Let's... All right, let's wrap this one up. Thank you so much again, Sam. We appreciate it. Maybe that was an awkward cut just now to us just drinking some booze. But let us know what you think in the comments. Like the video. We'll see you next week for some more advice.
Hey.
Don't be a butt cheek.
Like the video.